So why am I picking Wonderland Time to stick with it when I am absolutely bailing on Jade Protocol? There's a reason that you wouldn't expect from the decentralized network on why I'm going to still actually support. I won't put new money into Wonderland Time, but I will actually support in every way I can. I'll get involved with the votes. I'll vote to continue, and we're going to unpack that just a little bit today. For those of you who have been following Jade Protocol and Wonderland Time for any length of time, you've watched these two protocols, as with most of the DAOs, surge to all-time highs and then crumble over time. And if you follow the discords at all, you've realized that there's a lot of trolling, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of lost money on nearly all DAOs at this. But that's okay. We can put up with that so long as a protocol has a future and so long as it has a roadmap. And a lot of the DAOs have learned that if they have a strong roadmap, people will stick around for longer. But there's one major factor on why I continue to back Wonderland Time, and I will now absolutely guide people away from Jade Protocol. I was absolutely wrong about Jade Protocol. And so what is that major factor? Well, first off, what's happening is this. Jade Protocol, for all intents and purposes, is nearly dead. They are keeping the Discord alive. There's a lot going on in the Discord, and the community builder, John Ray, still puts out regular videos in hopes that they can shape their new identity as a venture capital company, which in all honesty, Wonderland Time already had the seeds in the water for how DAOs, which do not have longevity in their tokenomics, can actually convert into becoming a successful venture capital arm where it pays out dividends in a variety of ways to its DAO holders. Most DAOs will always go this way, and this season of the DAO will be a very short-lived season in history where we'll actually look back and realize, wow, we had a very small opportunity to make very high returns, but we knew it was unsustainable, and did we pivot well into other areas? Both Jade Protocol and Wonderland Time have been attempting that conversion. Jade Protocol, I'm not even really sure what they're actually investing in. They have several Medium articles on how they're going to prop up the token, make purchases over time, and basically make a roadmap to $1,000 per Jade. I still have my Jade. I haven't sold out of my Jade. I am quite skeptical about their future for this reason. Number one, absolute top reason when it comes to any project. And this defies concepts, and here's why. In cryptocurrency, we like to believe that our trustlessness of the crypto can actually circumvent people and the problems that we have with people and the challenges that we have with people. You see, what happened in all the DAOs is this. Brilliant idea. A group of cyberpunk mentality people who know that they're looking for an alternate to the mainstream system of banking, to the mainstream system of living. You've got people that I affectionately say are nerds, coders, and geeks, and they want to take society to the next level. So you have these developer-minded teams, these developer-minded groups who came up with or modeled after the Olympus DAO and could duplicate that themselves and create a Discord where this community was thriving already, that was ready to hop on this technology, and you saw all the forks that rolled out. Now, who's leading this? People that want to prove something to the world with code in Web3 that we can do something different. The community came through and supported this. Basically, coding and developer nerd culture, but from around the world, no matter their language, no matter their culture, they united on these DAOs push. Their money came into these DAOs, and suddenly you had something that they have never dealt with before. Success. A lot of these groups have never really had to deal with high level people management and money management. So you have an organization that has $1 billion of locked value or $500 million of locked value. And what they've never had to face is the responsibility that I can't just take from this. I actually have to steward this in responsible ways. You had this in Jade, and you had this a little bit in Wonderland Time, though Daniele Sestagala seems like he's had a little more seasoning of managing these large funds, these large locked values of tokenomics, and trying to steward these responsibly. By contrast, the Jade Protocol showed time and again that it didn't have the maturity to manage people or community expectations. Most infamously, when Einstein promised to dox himself to bring some credibility to the protocol and basically rickrolled everybody with a goofy video, did not share who he was, and basically put his ethics forth that he would continue to troll even his own investors. I don't believe this was a rug pull. I don't believe it was a soft rug pull, and I don't believe it was a hard rug pull. I literally believe that this was a set of immature people who did not know how to manage other people. Now, I've managed large organizations. My partners have managed multi-million-dollar generational family businesses, multi-million-dollar hotel chains, small businesses that are at 6 and 7 and 8 figures. To do that, you have to work with people. But a lot of the hyperbole of cryptocurrency is that you can use a trustless system and get around the needs to actually manage trusting relationships. And what we found is this. The public still wants to trust its people, with whom it's entrusting its money to. And in the Jade protocol, there is not just people that lost money. In the Wonderland Time Discord, there's a lot of people that lost money. But what you're seeing in Jade is a lot of people turning against their masters and really crying for more transparency, more honesty, and more big moves. At this point, Jade Protocol's got to make big moves and do airdrops to its people that it is converting itself into a venture capital company. In all honesty, I don't trust that the team has the mental and emotional maturity to manage themselves and manage their Discord to make those purchases happen and then slowly, over time, earn back trust. You got to remember, most of these protocols made to the tune of hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars in just a few months. Did their maturity improve in that time? Not at all. Now, let's contrast that to Wonderland Time. Wonderland Time's actually had much more public drama. Bloomberg came out with an article that pointed out that SiFu, who was managing the treasury, had already come under a lot of scrutiny for money he was taking out of the protocol, also covering his own liquidations with treasury money. Several activists within the Wonderland Time group discovered his identity and outed who he was through a tweet. That tweet went on to Bloomberg, and Bloomberg did its research and found out that this person had been in prison for a year and a half or 3 years for previous crimes, had given that life up of crime, but had also been part of another protocol which had crashed and was a hard rug pull. Daniele Sestagala did not come out immediately and remove SiFu. In fact, if anything, he did what I would consider a trust move, and that is to say, let a person's past be their past. Then more information came out within 24 hours. SiFu had to step down. Daniele Sestagala had to face the decisions he made and own up to the community or bail in an immature way, the way Einstein did in Jade Protocol. What did Daniele Sestagala choose? Daniele Sestagala chose to own his mistake, admit it to the community, and do the right thing by allowing the community to vote whether or not Wonderland Time should proceed as a project or close. That vote was nearly neck and neck. And at that time, Daniel said, well, it's neck and neck, and our team at Wonderland thinks if it's unclear, we're just going to go ahead and close it because we think it's the responsible thing to do and give everyone back the wrapped memo. Then, after a few more hours, the poll actually showed in snapshot that there was an overwhelming majority that wanted to keep Wonderland Time open. And Daniele Sestagala, doing the right thing, followed the intentions of the DAO and is now pushing Wonderland Time forward. Has he gotten a lot of crap for it? Definitely. Is he going to put up with a lot of hate? Absolutely. Does he have a long journey back to restore trust, not just in Wonderland Time, but in the multiple protocols that Daniele Sestagala is involved in? Absolutely. But this is the only course of action for a person with integrity and honesty who truly believes in what they're doing. If Daniele Sestagala wavered at all, it would show that he doesn't really believe in his protocol, but he does. And he has revealed time and again, I want to actually turn this thing around. And they've already floated the Expecto Petronum operation through Abracadabra, which might offer those who want to get out of Wonderland Time a way out while still presenting a roadmap forward for those who want to continue with Wonderland Time and their ecosystem with Spell as well. So here is not just a contrast of the future of protocols, and be sure to do your own research. This is what I'm doing and why I tend to continue to back people who show integrity and own their mistakes. If they own their mistakes, they reveal who they are, put their name on the line, but continue the journey. I'm willing to go the extra mile with them and speak positively over what they're trying to do. So will I withdraw my money for Wonderland Time? No. Will I continue to beat back the trolls in Discord? Absolutely. Will I continue to share positive news about this character who I'm watching? Because here's something you have to hear. If you're just now checking into the Spark Nation, you know that we're not just about crypto. You know we're about financial freedom. Financial freedom, first and foremost, is about cash flow. And if you want to see what we're doing for cash flow, join our Patryn, join the Discord. We're sharing how we're creating cash flow in crypto and real estate and small business. What we've learned is this: no matter what the technology, no matter what the message is about the lack of need for trust, even if you have those mechanics, humans still will want to see that their people are acting in a trusting way. They're doing what's called trust moves. There's a great book on this called Trust Agents. We're looking for trust agents in the world to own who they are and to take actions that earn trust bit by bit. Trust is lost in one massive unit and it's only regained bit by bit. Daniele Sestagala is showing that. So even though both protocols are down over 95%, either of them make up less than 1% of my portfolio. So I will continue to support them. Now you're going to see more and more videos about other streams of income, how we're using stable coins, how we're dealing with real estate, how we're actually dealing with our small businesses and where those are at. We're going to be sharing more and more of that because we're here for financial freedom so that you ultimately can experience mental freedom. But in this small component, the lesson I want you to learn from observing these two protocols has nothing to do with the tech, and it has nothing to do with their APY. It has everything to do with human dynamics, that no matter where you go and what you do, you as a human and the humans around you will always want to continue to back people and people that they trust, regardless of the underlying tech and regardless of the promises of a return. So that's my lesson for today. Now, if you want more videos like these, like or subscribe, share with a friend, or consider joining our free Discord. Or if you want our buy alerts or our trade alerts or what we're doing with investors or total transparency in my own investments, please consider becoming a patron. But no matter what you do today, remember the mission: igniting lives of explosive significance, starting with your own. Have a great day.